we received intelligence information that some people are trying to hijack this protest. As you can see, this is how violent it is. My friend, please, you can excuse us. Close the door, close the door, close the door. You see it. Look at what we call the so-called peaceful protest in front of government house. They are trying to burn down the government house, which we cannot take it. No government will take it. As a law enforcement agencies, we cannot take it, and definitely as these people turn to rioters, we will make sure that we do whatever the law said.
Well, from intelligence, what are you gathering? Who are these people? Because earlier in the day, I was part of this. We covered these protesters earlier in the day.
They can take him.
No, wait, before you, who's in the car, please? Who's in the car?
It's one of our policemen. It's one of our policemen that was injured. You see him? It's okay. It's okay. Why is the driver? Take him.
Hi guys, day 3 of the End Bad Governance in Nigeria protest just ended, and it seems like things are still heating up. It would seem that the government is working hard to push a certain narrative about protesters. That narrative being that protesters are violent and destructive, because by tagging these protesters, it now gives the government impetus to use illegal force against protesters under the guise of stopping anarchy. And if you've been paying attention, this is messaging that they've been using even before the protests began. We had multiple government agencies saying that they had discovered plans to hijack the protests, but never gave any details or evidence as to who those planning to hijack these protests are. And the military has finally come out to say that they are gearing up to intervene if these protests get too violent. Following day 1 of the End Bad Governance protests, curfews were mandated in 6 different northern states, a prime one being Kano State, where even the Kano State governor admitted that the protests were peaceful, but they were hijacked by a certain group. In his words, the Kano State governor said that there were thousands of peaceful protesters that gathered in front of the government house to submit their letter of grievances, but he said the event turned violent quickly when hoodlums wielding weapons suddenly appeared from Gadan Nasarawa, which is the palace housing Emir Bayero, who was sacked some months ago by Mr. Abba, that's the state governor himself, and began to approach the government house and subsequently launched attacks on security personnel upon their arrival. So in Kano State Governor States, he's saying that the disgruntled emir is using the protest as a front to foment violence among the people. Whether real or imagined, is adding to the narrative that the protesters are violent and need to be stopped. And another way that the government is pushing this narrative is that some government representatives are paying these anti-protest protesters. It's such a stupid concept. Basically, these are persons that are paid to protest against the protesters. So like they are protesting, say no to protest, protesting the same thing that they are doing, just that other people should not do them. Now, the aim of pushing out these anti-protest protesters is to claim that public support for the government is strong and that those that are protesting against bad governance are just this fringe group of anarchists, that majority of the public are not in support of the protest. But this narrative is falling apart very, very quickly, because some of these persons, when they are interviewed, they out themselves as being paid by themselves.
I am among the people that they give 5,000. They gave me day before yesterday for this upper resettlement town hall. They gather people, they give them 5,000, and I am among. I'm KK people, I'm KK man. I carry many people go there and they give them 5,000, and I am the person that they give 5,000 naira. They lecture us that time, say, don't go to protest. Because
who gave you 5,000 naira?
I don't know the name of the person because I don't know them. They just come and with this this chairman, Amak chairman, he visited the place and they give people 5,000. Anybody, they will not count. Anybody will reach that, they will give him 5,000, and they will tell you that we cannot no go there. Don't go there. What they tell us is say there's people that they want to make problem on this protest. That's why. So this 5,000 they give people. to come and destroy our peaceful protest. It's the people that they come in and destroy our protest. Since yesterday, yesterday, there are the people. See, after that, yesterday they start shooting us with tear gas. Today they start shooting us with the live ammunition.
Those people here behind Tinubu campaign office,
they say we should collect 1,000 to wear yellow clothes. So we are not accepting their 1,000.
They is hungry.
So we don't agree for their 1,000. They give us 1,000. They give us 1,000. We don't agree for that.
But if you say you dey hungry, why you can't say no protest?
It's because of the 5,000.
It's because of the 5,000 naira they give to us this money.
Yes.
That's the reason why we
come out to say no protest.
To say it's not in our mind to say no protest.
Yes.
So who be the person who mobilize them?
We don't know them. They come with 3 vehicles this morning in our area, telling us to follow them. They will give us 5,000. We should say no to protest. But we are not in support of that because we are hungry for love.
Some of these anti-protest protesters had been mobilized even before the protests had officially started. One prime example was this group of young women who were transported into Abuja to start this anti-protest, holding up banners saying that we say no to protest. These women later claimed to be abandoned by whoever promised them that money, saying that they could not even find their way back to their homes because they were not even offered transport back to where they came from. So effectively, they were transported to the protest ground, giving these placards to hold up saying that they say no to protest. And after the media coverage, they were abandoned without any payment. These women would later go on to say that they are fully in support of the protest now after discovering that they had been used. And in line with this narrative that the protests are violence and need to be stopped by all means, the police in Abuja for 3 straight days has fired multiple rounds of tear gas canisters at protesters in Abuja who are not even doing anything wrong.
The guy was a mufti, black. He wore black clothes. He was a mufti.
What happened to the guy?
The guy came down from the bus where the anti-protesters came out from and was shooting like why the police are at our back shooting. So shooting them also call tear gas up and down. Why? What did we do? We did not go there with anything, and they're shooting at us. Live ammunition. We have the video. We know them. We might not see their faces, but we know them. We know them.
There are reports that someone was shot. Were you there?
I was there. We had to run for my life. Yes. They shot people.
And some of this imagery is painting a very wrong picture that protesters are very unruly and they need to be stopped. And some of this is very new to us in Nigeria because protest culture is something that we're not really used to. It's something that really started getting serious during the EndSARS protests, and now we are seeing protest propaganda playing out in real time, and it kind of gives me second thoughts as to how reporting of protests that we've seen in other countries, how they actually are as opposed to how they are reported in the media. And as I've said in a previous video, the major reason for these protests is the hardship, the economy, and the hunger that has resulted from this hardship. Protesters in the home state of former President Buhari actually made their way to his house to hand him a letter of grievances. So it really seems like Nigerians mean business this time around. And it seems that the pressure has finally gotten to Tinubu because today he is scheduled to make an address to the nation, which I believe is going to be pre-recorded. It's not going to be live, based on reasons I've given multiple times on this channel as regards to Tinubu's health. But who knows, maybe I'll be proven wrong in the broadcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you can follow with continuous analysis of the protests that I'll be giving, as well as other issues affecting Nigeria. My name is Obi King. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.